What's up everyone, this is Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at three awesome 2025 5-packs from Hot Wheels. So first off, we have the Hot Wheels Retro Racers, really good blend of license and fantasy castings in that one with really good liveries. I'm excited about that one. Next up, we have the Hot Wheels Gassers. Gassers, always a big hit with the older collector crowd, and then it's also a hit with the younger because they have some really good castings and just awesome liveries and paint jobs in this one. Really excited about that one as well. And then a surprise, way out of left field, we have the first Ferrari in a 5-pack of the new Ferrari era with that SF90 in a very dark, like ruby red burgundy color. I don't know what it is, but this entire 5-pack is stacked full of awesome exotic castings and just incredible paint jobs. So we have a great triple lineup of 5-packs today. I'm very excited to open all these, so let's get into it. All right, so three awesome 5-pack. 5-pack videos are some of my favorite just because we get to unbox these and take a look at exclusive paint jobs. They always just have a really good blend of license versus fantasy, and they just are such a good bang for your buck. I love some 5-packs. So Retro Racers here, we have the green GT Scorcher, the gold El Segundo Coupe, a very I don't know what you call that, raspberry color, 32 Ford, the GT40 Mark IV in that Volkswagen Cafe Racer there. All of these are exclusive paint jobs. As far as I know, I don't think they're anywhere else. Sometimes we will get a 5-pack paint job that carries over to the main line, but I think all of these are exclusive. So let's go ahead, check out that box art on the back. Very nice graphic there. There is all the cars, and there is, where's the barcode? Right there if you want to check it out. Bang, bang, right there. I think I found these two at Target, and then my buddy Wyatt at Dayton Diecast, I think found that one at Meyer. I can't remember. It's been even a couple weeks since he got me that one, I think. So 5-packs have been kind of hard to find. I haven't found a lot of fresh Hot Wheels 5-packs especially. So this should be fun. I'm extra excited about this one. So GT Scorcher, this is a fantasy casting, and it's actually become a very popular fantasy casting because of Hot Wheels Let's Race, the Netflix series. A lot of kids like this casting because it is featured prominently in that series, but this is a cool casting. I do like it. It's kind of like a blend of like the silhouette style cars. To me, it looks like a blend of Mustang, possibly Charger, a 240. I don't know. There's just a lot of different designs mixed in this one, but this color looks great on this car. So the chassis is chrome, but it does have that black insert. So this is a front splitter that can adjust, so you can send it down the track. It can do some loops and stuff, and then you can put it back down to like just display or play on like a regular diorama mat or something. But really cool car. I like the color. I like this casting. This is one I will buy every time just because I appreciate Hot Wheels design. I mean, it looks good with the aero disc, everything about this one. A+ casting right there. Of course, all these roll pretty good because they are main lines. They should roll. That's like part of the mystique of them. But this is a cool one. The El Segundo Coupe, this came out a few years ago. I like this casting as well. I do like the GT Scorcher better, but I think they did a great job with this one. This one has awesome graphics. I do like the colorways. I think some of the alternate lines outside of the main lines, like this line, the ID line, the NFT line, they just have such good paint jobs on all the cars. Like the liveries on them are just extra cool, I feel like. So this one looks good. To me, this blends like a little bit, like this is like a Shelby Cobra Coupe, maybe mixed with some, I don't know, Jaguar, Aston Martin. I don't know. What do you think this one is mixed with? It's a cool casting. I like that it has the gray exhaust pipes too to give it that extra like burst of color out back. The red lined wheels look great. Just a really nice casting. So I'm happy to have that one in my collection as well. All right, the 32 Ford. Is it the 32 Ford Coupe? I think is what it's called. Oh no, they just called 32 Ford. Okay, so this one came out, I believe, in 98 or 99. It's been around for a while. These are the newer style of white walls that Hot Wheels have been putting on cars. They're just the standard 5-spoke wheels, but they put extra white around the actual outside of the wheel and the tire themselves. I am not a huge fan. I think this looks sloppy. I don't like it. I know that they're trying to go for like just like a very thick white wall look. I think it looks like it works well on the front of that one, but because that one isn't painted the best, it just does not look good. I'm not really a fan of this. Ooh, especially that one. Look how bad that is. Holy smokes, that's terrible. So for some reason, these must have got printed on a Monday, and these must have got printed on a Friday at like 4:59 p.m. because they look horrible. But the casting and the release itself looks great. This is like, I would definitely call this like a raspberry color. It is awesome. Really, really nice color. Like, I would paint my real car this color. It just looks great. 32 Ford graphics there, that little T on the side, Ford logo, the vintage Ford logo too. Well, I guess they use that still, but I guess it is also vintage. The Hot Wheel logo, the chrome up front, the, what is it, gray chassis. Yeah, 1997, so I think this was 98 first edition, if I remember right. But just a great looking version of this car. Definitely, this one's prime for a wheel swap. So if you're into this casting, it's definitely worth picking up, but to me, I would wheel swap that one. So next up, the 1967 Ford GT40 MK4. This one came out, I believe, in 2018 or 19. It's been a few years. Does it say it on there? 2020. Okay, I was close. The modern castings, they come out so fast, it's hard to keep track of them. This one, it's got the smoked clear headlights, like the clear plastic headlights that are also, I believe, part of the window. Really nice color. This is a teal color. Again, this is not one we'll probably see in the main line as far as I know in this color, but the graphics look pretty good on it. So I don't think there was ever a teal version of this car that existed back in the 60s, but it looks good. I think the livery on it looks good. The gold line wheels look like all right on it. It has a chrome interior, but if you're a completist on this casting, this is not a terrible one. It looks good. You know, looks good lined up with the rest of them. Reminds me, that looks like a background car in Speed Racer too, which they also like took from real life for that one. So, all right, the Volkswagen, the Cafe Racer. This is not a favorite casting of mine. I think, like, I like alternative designs on certain cars, but I just think the classic Volkswagen Bug look, like the Herbie, what I grew up watching, looks so good. And then when you take this out, it does not look good to me. I've never been a really big fan of this casting, but if you are, this gold color is awesome. And I do like the orange exhaust pipe sticking out the back. The retro slotted wheels, you can never go wrong with those. Every car they put those on, I think it makes the car, like, it elevates the look of the car. So even though I'm not a fan of this casting, I do appreciate the work that went into the livery, and I like the white wheels. I think the color is good on this one. So this one's my least favorite in the 5-pack probably, but I do like the colors on it. So again, for what is this? I think these are now like getting close to $6 of 5-packs. Awesome lineup of cars. I still probably would have bought all of those. So especially this one, the Gasser 5-pack. This, in my opinion, huge winner. I know I share that opinion with a lot of people because this has been super hard to find. A lot of older collectors really collect all the Gasser stuff, but myself, I'm a Gasser fan as well. If you've ever been to one of the Southeast Gasser Association meets, the Gasser racing is incredible. It's so brutal. It's like down to what drag racing should be. Manual transmission, no, manual brakes, manual steering, everything is just like hardcore racing. And it is so fun to watch, especially knowing what these cars weigh and how like wiggly they are with the straight front axle. It's just a ball to watch. So all the castings here, we have the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, of course, the 65 Mercury Comet, the 64 Nova wagon, and then straight pipes in the fast bed hauler. So straight pipes is this one up top, the deep stage one, and then the hauler right there. This is super cool. I love it. I think I mentioned this earlier that it's like a mini team transport for this one. It's got the dice that match the high roller, the 55 Chevy. This is just a stellar 5-pack. Like, this to me, like, even if you aren't a Gasser fan, I feel like you see the paint job on the Cyclone or even the high roller and you're like, man, that looks cool. So, all right, we'll do this in order here. These straight pipes, this is the fantasy casting, but it is based on a real car. I believe it's a 32 or 34 Ford, maybe a Vicky. I don't know if I'm getting that wrong. Let me know. But this casting is wild. It is an old casting. So as we can see, oh, my bad, 2006. So this is probably either a 2006 first edition or 2007. But it is wild. It fits in with that Gasser look. Those huge exhaust pipes going through the roof or over the roof. I don't think this is one we see too often either. I don't even remember the last time I saw this in the Hot Wheels lineup. This deep blue, almost like violet color paint job looks great. The orange windows gassers, one of the features a lot of times is they will have untraditionally colored windows. So the orange windows do kind of match up for this, especially if you're going to like the 60s era. This is a cool casting. Even though it's based on a real casting, it is a fantasy casting, but man, that is absolutely awesome. So next up, the 64 Chevy Nova gasser. This is the wagon, and this one also features alternatively colored windows. You have like almost like teal windows there. Great, awesome pinstripe paint job on this. Family hauler. I love that kind of like graffiti look, but it's like the old 60s, 70s font. The pinstriping, everything on there. The 327. You have the little stacks, the injection stacks coming up there. The chrome engine, no hood. This one actually does have a power brake booster, it looks like, which is nice. They be fancy. So there you can see the headers coming out of the chassis right there, the front, the engine bay. Just an awesome casting. Look at all the pinstriping on the roof too. I don't want to miss that. Like even photographing this from up top, this is absolutely killer. And almost, I don't know, it's like one of the, what do they call it? A Rorschach test with like the ink blots to see like, what do you see? Do you see a shape in the pinstriper? No, it's like a little psychology test, a little Hot Wheels psychology test. But man, this is so cool. And white, it looks good. I love the pinstriping on it. Again, for $1, if this was in the main line, this would sell like crazy. So the star, probably the 1955 Chevy gasser in a very gloss black with the high roller graphics, with the 2 dice there. Hot Wheels Speed Shop, that big 454 logo. Chrome engine, and it also has some, like, I guess I would call that pinstriping or just some design on the roof. I don't know if it's supposed to spell, or look like something. Maybe Hot Wheels, like an H or something. I don't know. What do you see in that? Do you see anything in that? I don't know. But this looks great. This is a fan favorite casting of a lot of Hot Wheels collectors. The 5-spoke wheels, just the classic 5-spoke chrome on there. It's got the chrome inserts for the bumpers. The black chassis. It's crazy to think this came out 13 years ago, 2012. That's kind of nuts. So we will put this one over here to the side because it's going to go with that hauler, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. So next up, we have the 65 Mercury Comet Cyclone. This is not a casting we get a ton of either. Huge, jacked up in the front with that straight axle. I mean, it is just a crazy design. This one's cool because it does have a hood. The 55 Chevy, the rest of these do not have a hood. So this is actually a hood, featuring a hood, because it does have the what is that, the Cyclone GT scoops, which were on the stock car, but it has that big blower and scoop sticking out there. It looks awesome. One of the best paint jobs of the entire 5-pack unboxing here, the Comet, the Hot Wheels mouse catcher. Love that. It's got the little mouse logo, or mouse head sticking out of the cheese logo right there. The red, white, and blue looks cool. It's got the El Segundo, California chrome interior, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I understand it. So you get the chrome engine. No detail up front, but that mouse catcher, I mean, that looks so cool. Really good, really well done. How old is this one? 2022, yeah. So this is a fairly new one compared to the 55 that's been around for 13 years at this point. But the paint job on this, like this one, for display purposes, awesome. Just an absolutely killer paint job. All right, next up, the fast bed hauler. So this matches that 55 Chevy we just opened in the 5-pack earlier. Great, it says 68 on. I think this is still a moving part, is it not? Yes, it is. So it scoots back so you can actually like load the car, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say spring loaded, but the plastic makes it kind of like springy right there. So if we put that there, let's see, will it fit? Oh no, we got to push this up a little, right? See, a little, I'd say that's a little bit of cheapness on behalf of Hot Wheels right there. Like, it doesn't actually have, like, doesn't have where it fits. I think this used to be longer or even extended. I don't remember cars not fitting on there. But there it kind of just, it sits there, but it kind of falls off the edge. I don't know if I mean, I guess I'm doing it right. I don't think I would put it like this, but I guess you can. And just tow it like that with the rest of the parts, like, in tow. I don't know. Let me see. Let's do it this way. Yeah, so it fits on there, but kind of doesn't fit on there at the same time, which is a little bit of a bummer. It would have been a lot cooler if it fit on there, but that still looks really, really cool. Especially when you consider these are like you know, for the price of the 5-pack, it's like $1.25 each. So for that price, you're getting a pretty nice setup. So even though it does have a little bit of a fall, it doesn't fit on there exact. This is still a win for us collectors. So Hot Wheels needs to quit cheaping out like that and give us like one that actually fit. I would honestly rather have a 4-pack and a nicer version of something like this, kind of like the Matchbox that come with the little dinosaur, where you get like 4 pretty decent cars and then dinosaur. Like we could almost do something like that with Hot Wheels and just get like a transporter, maybe like some gas pumps or some tires or something. I don't know. Hot Wheels, do something fun with the 5-packs. But this is pretty fun. This is pretty cool. I will give them props for doing this and making like 2 matching paint jobs in the same 5-pack, because that looks awesome. So all right, lastly, the Hot Wheels Motor Show. This one is going to be very popular. I still feel like supercars are very hyped. The Ferrari hype doesn't seem to be dying down that much. I feel like prices went down a little bit, but I do know that Fiat, the 624 hauler in the Team Transport is coming with the 250 GT, and like people are already selling that on eBay for like $150, and then I've seen it drop down to like close to $100, which is insane because I bought that like Stance Hunters one that I did the video on, the black one, for the same price, and it is far and away the better version of that. So I don't know why people, I mean, I know it's hype and Hot Wheels and all that, but it's to me, it's not really worth $100. So, all right, the Aston Martin Vulcan, this thing is incredible. This version of the car, look at the paint job on this. Gloss black wheels, flat black or matte black paint job. Does have that silver Aston Martin logo on it, and then it has that very signature Vulcan graphics on it. So it's a bright green color, like a highlighter green, like a lime color. The lines even extend over there to the front. You have some silver on the side there. This is such a cool car in real life. Just an absolutely incredible machine. So Aston Martin Vulcan 2018. I like this casting. I will buy every version of this that it comes out, just because I like this car in real life. And this version of it, like this almost looks like it glows in the dark. This is so cool. It looks sinister and glowing at the same time, but that is absolutely awesome. To me, that alone was worth picking up the 5-pack. But most people are probably going to think this is worth picking up. The SF90, the Ferrari, the first Ferrari we've unboxed of the modern era. Magnifico. But this looks cool. This came out in the main line, also in a very bright red. What is that? Corso Rosso, I think. Just like the actual Ferrari color. It's got that big Ferrari logo on the front, Ferrari horse on the side. They want you to know they have the Ferrari license. Boom, there it is. And this color is really cool. I don't know, what would you call this? I would call it probably like maybe like a garnet red, or like a maple red. I don't know. It's red, but it almost has like some purple mixed in. It looks cool. I like that this casting has mirrors. The roof is plastic, black plastic, but they did texture part of it, so it looks a little bit different. I think they textured the A-pillar there, which is cool because that breaks it up a little bit better than like the Vulcan, where it just like kind of goes back there. Put a little work into these Ferrari castings. So engine bay, you can see it does have the PR5 5-spoke wheels. Got some headlights there. Let's look at the chassis. Ferrari SF90 Stradale 2025. So not a bad looking car for a first Ferrari unboxing. Not terrible. That color looks awesome. I am one of those people that think you do have to get a Ferrari in red. I know some of them look good in yellow or alternate colors, but there's just something about a red Ferrari that I don't think you can beat. So I'm going to read this out off the bottom. The 17 Ford GT, this is the newer Ford GT. This casting is very nice. This color looks awesome. I'm a fan of purple cars. Purple is one of my favorite colors. This is really cool to get this in purple. So it's got these silver stripes going down the middle, which are very tastefully done. It looks good. It has nice headlight tampos there. It's got the Ford logo, which is, look how crystal clear that Ford logo is. Spectacular. It's not even that clear on premiums. I don't know why they can't get it together on premiums, but if you can give me a Ford logo that looks like that for $1, it better look like that when I'm paying $8. But another reason to invest in 5-packs in these, just because these are like hidden gems. For $1.25, this is such a cool release. I love that like split number bubble on there, where they do like the matching graphics on each side. Just a really nice release of that. And I'm a sucker for purple cars, so that one will be, you know, in my collection forever. So next up we have the, I'm going to read it from the bottom. Lamborghini Huracan LP 610-4. So this is what, now it's been replaced. What is it? I can't even remember what the new one is. Not the Revuelto. I can't remember what the new version of this is, but this car has been phased out. So, but Hot Wheels is probably going to keep this casting in the lineup for a while. There you can see Huracan right there on the license plate. Nice green color. It does have headlights. It's got that Lamborghini logo up front. Nothing on the back. There's no taillights on this one. They put the graphic as the Huracan, but they did also color the exhaust pipe. So you get that little detail, which I do think elevates it. It's got the PR5. They look like a gray color. Yeah, probably a gloss gray. I like this car because it doesn't have any goofy racing tampos. They didn't put any stripes. It just looks like a good stock version of a Lamborghini. It's got a black roof. I mean, this looks good. I like it. I also like that it's not a lime or a highlighter color. It's just a regular green color, which we don't get a lot of, especially without other graphics and tampos accompanying it. So this looks good. This is a win in my book as well. And then lastly, the Lotus, I cannot say. This one came out not too long ago, right? 2021. This is probably my least favorite of this entire 5-pack. I like the color. I actually like the casting, and I like that they put the taillights there and the little red on the bottom. Very nice. It actually says Lotus there in the back too. Really nice. I absolutely hate these wheels. These wheels are so disgusting. I don't think they look good on any car. Like maybe a fantasy casting, but I don't think they look good on this casting. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments if you like these wheels. I'm not a fan of these wheels whatsoever. I wish they would get rid of these wheels and put a new one, or maybe even cheapen some of the Silverline wheels and put them in the 5-packs in the main line. Because this casting looks great. The tampos on it look good. The color looks great. Look at the Lotus logo. Again, you can read it. It's clear. The headlights look great. And this, I love that it has like taillights and extra detailing back here. The color is spectacular. It's like almost like in between this color and then, oh no, is there a scratch? Oh no, I just noticed there's a scratch on that. That is crazy to me. I didn't see that before. Boo. Boo, I hate that. Okay, but this color is like in between this and like the purple color, almost like the raspberry. It's like they mixed it or something, but it is very blue. It's still a blue color, but it has like tints of purple or something in it. So nice casting, cool color, great tampos, terrible wheels. So that is my least favorite one of this entire 5-pack, just because of the wheels. Again, primo for wheel swap. The 32 Ford, wheel swap that, wheel swap the Lotus, and you are probably good to go. And then add some paint to the fender of this, which is dumb. I don't know why. That sucks. I'll have to pick up another. Oh no, I have to pick up another one. I like buying doubles of stuff anyway. So we can have maybe one to save, one to open, one to display, one to trade, you know, the good deal. So after seeing these, what do you think of these? Which 5-pack is your favorite? Which release is your favorite? I think overall, I really like the Aston Martin. This is an incredible release with the matte black paint. It looks awesome. That is super killer. The GT Scorcher in green, I do like that one as well. The Family Hauler, the Mouse Catcher Mercury. This cannot be denied as being one of these standouts of these 5-packs. The double high roller package right there. Of course, you can't go wrong with the Ferrari. Some of the other exotics, the Purple Ford GT. Let me know what you think of these in the comments. Which 5-pack is your favorite? Like I said, which individual car is your favorite? This is just so good. I love this car. I mean, this, to me, this looks premium. Like, this looks like a collector's item. I just really, really like that casting. So I appreciate you watching. This is Sam 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have some Matchbox 5-packs. I have so many more videos I have to film and upload. I'm so behind, so forgive me for a sporadic upload schedule, but with life and other things, it just kind of happens. So hit that bing, 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 that alert buzzer, the bell, notification bell. So every time I do upload, even when it's at odd times or whatever, you'll get a notification, and hopefully we can get into some great diecast discussion in the comments. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.